Play is the thing. With your host, Judy Sleed. Special guests, Sara Blue, Ellen Frank, Leslie Gelb, and Joan Kraisky from the Art and the Art Sale and Festival. Now here's Judy.
Oh, thank you, Lee. And I have a special surprise. I have a bevy of beauty here. Beauty's here, and we're going to have to choose one. Who's going to be the queen? But as the song goes, how can I choose one? I love them all.
Thanks, Judy.
So we have Sara, Joan, Leslie, and Ellen. How are you girls?
Great.
So
Great.
nice of you to come and
Thank
keep
you.
me company this afternoon. And we are here today because of
Art in the Yard.
Okay, so let Sara be the first one to tell us about this big event.
Well, we're having a wonderful event, Art in the Yard at the Jewish Center, and it's July 21st and July 22nd. It's in a tent on the grounds of the Jewish Center, which is 44 Woods Lane in East Hampton. And we're starting off with a cocktail party, a preview of the art. So that's Saturday night, 5 to 8. We'll have live music also. Saturday night starts it. And then we're having also a dessert reception from 9:30 to 11 Saturday night, also to preview the art. And the next day, 10 to 4, we're having live music. We'll have the artists, all the art. And we have arts and crafts for children, food. It's going to be a festival. It's going to be a beautiful day and weekend of festivities and a lot of fun and activities.
And I ordered good weather for the event.
Right. And also one thing also, we have over 130 artists participating. So that's wonderful. We're very excited to have so many local artists who are involved.
And one of them is Joan.
That's
right.
correct, yes. I have 4 pieces of my work and 4 pieces of Michael Knigan's work, which will be in the sale. My pieces are photographs and mixed media pieces that I've done, and Michael's pieces will be 2 of the Anne Frank Holocaust pieces, a wave and a lovely, beautiful photo of Tuscany.
Oh, well, we also have to say that he's your husband who passed away.
That's correct.
Okay.
And you know, I want to add something to what Sara said, if I may.
Okay.
Because part of the purpose of this festival is that it's benefiting Maureen's Haven and the food pantry. So it's a very important cause. It's more than the Jewish Center, if there's such a thing. It really brings together the community. It celebrates community, and it celebrates and really honors the serious needs that many people don't even know exist in the community. So it's important that we know we're honoring Maureen's Haven, we're honoring the homeless, and we're honoring the hungry and those who use the food pantry.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that. And also, this is in place of the annual yard sale, which I think this is going to be more fun and bring in more money for Maureen's Haven.
Yep.
Okay, so we sort of skipped.
And the other thing, excuse me for interrupting, but the other thing is it's a 50-50 split with the artists. So not only are we benefiting
Artists.
the
Artists are also.
Maureen's Havens, but we're also, the artists will benefit from it as well.
Right.
Oh, thank
Also,
you.
I don't know if people know that we do have a Maureen's Haven at the Jewish Center itself. A lot of people aren't aware that at the home next to the Jewish Center, we use in the winter months for Maureen's Haven. And a lot of people here are involved in the winter and help us out.
Right.
So,
I'm one of the volunteers.
that's right.
Yes. Leslie.
Yes.
So, and you are also an artist?
I am a supporter of artists, and I'm here today representing a dear friend of mine whose actually memoirs I've been writing, Chris Lyles, who's a terrific sculptor, painter. The depth and breadth of his work is always astounding to me. He sculpted this turquoise piece.
Oh, that's a beautiful necklace. Can we have a real nice close-up of that
Of the
necklace?
Right,
of
yeah.
Leslie's necklace.
It's a horse and the
Beautiful.
3 eagle feathers, and the
Gorgeous.
tips are ebony. And it's just a beautiful sculpted piece. You don't see turquoise sculpted that often, I don't think. But so I'm representing everybody. I think it's a great opportunity, as Joan was saying, and Ellen, the reason we're doing it, to raise money and to, as a community, bring the artists out and let them be seen.
It's wonderful.
And
Yes.
you know, the importance of what Joan was saying about artists getting 50% is really significant, because artists are always tapped to give to different fundraisings, all of which are important. But it's rare that the artist is being given 50%, and it's a way, as Joan was saying, of really honoring the artist as well as the cause.
So this is all in all, it's good for
Yeah,
everybody.
I think that what makes our fundraiser so special and unique.
Right.
That we're covering so many different areas.
Right. So, and
We need
Ellen,
everyone to come.
yes, and Ellen has her own art, different art.
Well, though it's for me, which is really a blessing, though my work is not the work of Ellen Frank, even though I'm Ellen Frank. It's the work of the nonprofit organization of which I'm the founder and the creative director. So it's actually the work of Ellen Frank Illumination Arts. And it represents, which is so meaningful to me, the work of the collaborative participatory work of interns from all over the world, from Buddhists to Christians to atavists. It represents young people who've come to work on these pieces alongside me. So it really affirms the collective value of art, and art that has a social justice and global peace intention behind it.
How long have you been doing this?
This is our 8th year.
8th year, and you do a very special kind of art. You paint with gold.
We paint with gold, so we illuminate or gild the work with gold, and so it's very special.
How long does it take to do one piece of art?
It always takes at least twice as long as I anticipate. It can take anywhere from days or weeks to a year, depending upon the piece.
And you have your studio, which I was planning to go there and look at it for a long time, but I never got there. Where is your studio?
It's in Springs. It's on a little tiny road that runs up to the waterfront, and we look across the street to the water, so that's exciting.
And you invite people to go and look at it, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's an open door studio.
Yes.
And I want to add one thing. I feel so honored by this event because it's going to be the world premiere of a project that's near and dear. It's called Hanukkah Illuminated, a Book of Days, and it chronicles the struggle for religious freedom. And it, as a body of work, it's actually an illuminated manuscript, and it moves from the darkness of oppression to the light of peace and freedom. So this will premiere works from that project.
Nice. I'm so glad to hear that. Now, I have a big question to Sara. How many artists signed up for this event?
Oh, we have almost 140 artists.
140?
Artists, yep.
Oh my gosh.
The word just spread, and it's, we had And also have to tell you that we have the 3 wonderful curators who are helping us out, Julie Keys, Andrea McCafferty, and Daniel Schoenheimer. So we're very blessed to have them. And they also have been working very hard to bring in all the artists, sending, we've been advertising in the local Art Rag and the Artists Alliance, and everyone's doing their share to get the word out. So we really
So how long have you been working on this project?
Since probably March. And also I want to mention Bobby Braun, who's not here also, who's been working
Yes.
very hard with all of us. She wasn't able to be here today, but also she's a big part of this, and it wouldn't be happening without her.
Right,
So,
yes.
and I don't think we ever thought we were going to be so successful in having so many artists the first time. So we're really...
And does it cost anything to attend, or
The
everybody could
cocktail
just come?
party Saturday night is $50, and and that includes also the dessert party. And if you're just going to the dessert party, 9:30, 11, that's $25. During the day, $10 entry fee. Children come free, and then there's arts and crafts, and there's going to be live music all day. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And
So,
who is the musician, live music?
I don't have a list of them, but there's going to be something every 45 minutes is going to change. So it's...
Well, I was also wondering about the artists. How do they pick what to give to this affair? Well, Joan, how did you pick your pieces?
Well, I think that basically I chose things that would be more popular to a bigger selection of viewers, things that were perhaps in a more of a price range that would be comparable to something that the viewer might be able to purchase. I also chose 2 Judaica pieces of Michael's, 2 Holocaust pieces, and because of the theme that we wanted to continue to have Judaica along with other fine art.
Now, how many pieces of work do you have on your own that you did?
I'm putting in 4 of my own and 4 pieces. There was
No, I mean all together at home. How many
pieces of art do I have? Whoa, that's big.
She might have to get back to you.
I think that my inventory is quite enormous at the moment.
How long have you been painting?
I started painting when I was 9 years old.
And you still have something from that time?
I actually do. Funnily enough, I got an email from someone who I had given their father a piece of art when I was 14 years old. And she contacted the Artists Alliance. This is a side story, I guess. And they gave her my number, and she said, "Don't you remember my father?" And I said, "Yes." She says, "Well, I have this piece of art that you created." And I was just amazed that they actually had
great.
it.
That's remarkable.
Wonderful.
And I do have some other stuff. I have some things from the Art Students League when I went there when I was 16.
So you have quite a lot. That's why I asked you how
I have
did
a lot
you-
of
It must
work.
have taken a long time to figure out which is the best piece for best pieces for this. And Leslie, do you represent more than one artist, or?
No, just Chris. And I didn't start out representing Chris. I started out writing his memoirs. He was in many, many foster homes and did 2 tours in Vietnam. And it was a very difficult time for him. And throughout this, his art was always his salvation. And he's just a very, as Joan knows Chris,
Yes, he's a wonderful artist.
he's an amazing artist, amazing person, but this is what has always kept him going throughout his life. And he can do anything, but his self-commissioned artwork, he's half Irish, half Sioux Lakota, Native American, so he does a lot of Native American themed pieces. And the one I was surprised he chose is a beautiful white alabaster carving of, it's called the Spirit of Fool Bull, who was a Lakota leader with Sitting Bull, and it's It's just
Fool.
Fool, F-O-O-L, Fool Bowl,
Fool
the spirit of
Bowl.
Fool Bowl. And it's an exquisite piece, and it's mounted on beautiful wood. It's called lace wood. The grain in it it's just beautiful. It's a spectacular piece. Took years to create, and a lot of detail. So I didn't choose for Chris. He chose, but he chose 3 sculptures and a drawing for the show.
Do you ever watch him work?
I have. I watched him sculpt. It was a commission to ducks descending in water, 2 mallards, and it's amazing in alabaster to see stone look like water. I actually watched him create that, and it was just an honor and an experience just to see the outcome of it.
So you said you are writing his memoirs?
Yes.
How far are you with the story?
I'd say about halfway through.
How long have you been working on it?
It's a project we started about 14 years ago.
Oh my God.
And we never put a rush on it. You know, we
How old is he? Are you going to finish?
64.
What?
But he's 63,
Oh,
I believe.
63.
Yeah.
He's still
And
young.
you know, a lot of it is difficult to talk about. It's a lot of trauma, but
Is it difficult for him to talk about those things?
not now. But memories dredge up difficult feelings, so sometimes it is.
So does this give you an idea to write some other stuff?
Oh, I am writing other stuff. I have a few other projects too.
Yeah, what else did you write?
I've been writing the biography of a woman who was an artist in a different sense. She was a writer and a poet. And her husband was the best friend of Pablo Neruda.
Oh, who is
And
that?
his name is Alvaro da Silva. Her name is Margot da Silva. And that's been a fascinating journey as well. They're all journeys.
See,
It's
you're
great.
also talented. We have to have another kind of fundraiser where people will bring their writings. So we could invite a lot of film producers and publishers to buy the stuff. Isn't that a good idea,
I
girls?
think that's a
Great
great
idea. We're all for it.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, good ideas come from beautiful women like you are. Well, we are, I should say. I'm included. So what else do you do, Sarah?
I also manage, I have a 16-year-old son who is an actor, professional actor, so I manage his career. And he keeps me pretty busy,
Right,
Also.
and his name is Dylan.
right?
Yes, we all know him, right? So you take him, you have to
I
take...
take him to the city and do auditions and,
Wow.
you know, go over his parts with him. And
Oh, you
we
re-
battle a lot. It's fun.
Yeah.
But we have a good time, and we've had wonderful memories together, acting, doing TV shows, movies, you know, on the set.
But you... Yeah, well, you have another job at the Jewish Center. You do...
The PTA of the religious school. And the
Yeah.
kids keep me busy, and we do a lot of events during the year, many events for the kids. So that's,
And Joan, what else do you do besides paint?
I'm actually studying to get my real estate license.
Wow, that's very courageous.
I have a lot of different things I do.
I know you do. And we're just finished talking to you. Now, how about you, Ellen? What else do you do besides paint?
Well, running the organization is very busy. I actually also am doing a lot of studying of mysticism, and specifically Jewish mysticism. So I've fallen in love with the literature I'm reading, and I'm on a journey. So it's very exciting. And I'm doing a lot of writing in conjunction with it, and a lot of research. And through it, I've met some of the world's great scholars of Zohar and first 5 books of Moses, some great translators, and really a lot of interfaith leaders who unite some of the Eastern philosophies with Sufism, Buddhism, Islam, and bring that to inform Judaism as well.
Well, that sounds something very intellectual. So let's just wrap this up and talk about this wonderful event, Art in the Yard, the information.
Okay, July 21st, July 22nd, and this is a fundraiser that's a very important part of it to benefit our local food pantries and our Maureen's Haven. And July 21st, we have a cocktail party from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock. And then 9:30 to 11, we have a dessert party. The cocktail party is $50, and everyone could order there, make reservations, www.jcoh.org, and they could go right online and purchase tickets for the event. And then Sunday, 10 to 4, all day, we have festivities. The artists will be there. We have music, arts and crafts for children. It's going to be a beautiful day. $10 to enter the tent, and that's 10 to 4, and that's,
And
we're
you
looking
said
forward to
music. Is there room for dancing?
For you, we're going to make room. So in the tent, there will be.
Well, of course, when you hear music, you want to dance,
Right.
don't you? So how much money do you expect to make
We
for
hope,
Maureen's Haven?
right. You know, it is a new fundraiser, so
Yes,
you
I
know, we
know.
have all those things. So we
Do you
hope.
anybody anticipates, but this definitely, I think, is going to have more money than the art sale in the past, don't you think?
You know, we hope that we're able to do what we did last year to help all the organizations that we do, because there's a list of them. You know, there are many food pantries and also the Maureen's Haven. So we're hoping we
Right.
could do just as well with them.
And you have a lot of volunteers.
Anyone who wants to volunteer, we
Yeah,
always
we
can
still-
use another one. So never enough. There's
And
plenty.
it's to schlep the art from one.
Yeah, Thursday, the 19th, we could, the art's being dropped off by the artist, so we could definitely use help taking the art, putting it in the tent. Friday also, assisting the curators with setup. And Sunday during the day, we have plenty of jobs for people. We need cashiers, we need people to assist with the kids with the arts and crafts.
Can I go and count the money?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I like doing
Yeah.
that.
You know, I was just thinking when Sara was talking about the tent. In the history of Judaism, tents have great meaning. And there's the tent of meeting. And I think this is the tent of meaning, because this is a collective tent where men and women come, and it's sacred in a sense, and it's also playful, and it's for all ages, and it's for everyone. So I thought it was lovely that you were talking about it under the tent.
We're expecting it to be a beautiful day.
I told
We're
you
very, very
I
excited.
ordered nice weather for. Yes, I did.
I know you have contacts.
Yes.
So, you know, we're very, very excited.
I know, and in the interim, you mentioned that you're on the phone constantly arranging this. Did you made some friends?
Oh, well, with press, yeah, I made a lot of friends. There's so many aspects to a benefit like this. We're trying to reach out to. Also, I have to say, I spoke to a lot of the pantries. We have volunteers from all over. It's not just the Jewish Center. We have people helping us, friends of some of our congregants. So we have everyone in the community giving us a hand. It's really, everyone's coming together to help us.
Wonderful.
Because it's for such a beautiful occasion and to benefit all our local services that we try to help throughout the year. So It's really something to see. And we've been doing a radio, and people, when they hear it's a fundraiser, they all want to help. Everyone I call wants to do something. The press, they all
I
want
want to thank you all, let's see if I can remember all your names. Sarah, Joan, Leslie, and Ellen. I did it.
Did it.
And I want to thank Lupita for doing my hair for this show. And I want to thank my underwriters, Bill Miller, and the seafood shop here in Wainscott, and Stewart's seafood shop in Amagansett, among other people. And it's been so nice, and I hope you could all come back. I already had Ellen on my show, and I had Leslie on my show. Joan, I've been asking you for years to come. I think since I first started, and of course, I didn't ask you, but I asked your son to be on my show for years.
And can I thank you for having us all here
Yes,
today?
thank you,
Thank you so
Judy.
much, Judy.
Well, I had a lot of fun with you girls, and I don't know who the winner is of the beauty
No
contest.
winners.
No winners.
No winners.
We're
This is-
actually all
winners.
winners.
We're all
We're
winners.
all
Oh,
winners.
thank you for saying that. How come I didn't think of it? It's wonderful, and we're going to say goodbye to everybody. Look how beautiful we look on the camera. Goodbye, and don't forget to tune in at this end. And we are doing this East Hampton Studios, and where are we? In Wainscott.
Kansas.
You could see some of my shows on YouTube if you tune in. Yeah, like you go on YouTube and you put in Judy Sleed, that plays the thing, and you could see at least 100 of my shows up there. Yes, I love to watch.
Very
Judy, how many
impressive.
shows have you done, Judy?
It's close to 200.
Wow.
Yes.
So you have to have a party.
I love parties.
I know you
Okay.
do. Let's have a party.
Who wants to organize? Hands.
Okay, after this I'll
We'll
organize
talk.
it. I'll put it right after.
Right after
After
we-
I
yes.
sleep.
So-